Hello, Enid. I am Diana Hernandez, Communications Assistant for the City of Enid. And with me is City Manager Jerald Gilbert. Jerald, it's good to see you.
It's good to be back. Good afternoon, Enid. Stay warm.
That's right. It is really cold recently, so we're going to jump into some press releases. Now, there is the OG&E has started some intermittent rolling out power outages. So if you see a intersection with the lights that are affected because of the power outage, treat that as a four-way stop. We did release a press release today, and it is on the screen. You can also see it on our Facebook pages and also at enid.org under the press releases and news area. Now, another press release that was sent out this morning was emergency water outage. There was a repair being done for a water main that was broken probably because of the extreme weather. Now, this is affecting North Davis Street from East Birch Avenue to East Peach Avenue. They are expected to have water up and running by 4 p.m. today. The next press release that we'll be talking about is the closings due to the inclement weather. The recycling center is closed today, February the 16th to Friday, February the 19th. Also, Enid Transit is closed today, February the 16th. We are expected to be up and running tomorrow. Now, this could change due to the inclement weather situation. Also, the Meadow Lake Golf Course and the clubhouse are closed today, February the 16th until February the 18th, which is Thursday. Also, the landfill is closed today because of the inclement weather. Now, they are still doing trash route pickups, but be patient because of the weather. It may be a little bit delayed, but they're still expected to finish out the route. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, awesome. And partial intersection closure for new water line. Now, this press release was sent out February the 3rd. Now, this is most likely going to be extended because of the inclement weather. And just to let you guys know that if you were expecting to, commute through this area, it may be a little bit longer than the 3 weeks that it was intended to finish this work effort. And another intersection on Lisa Lane. It was about to hit its 2-week mark to where it was going to be completed, but because of the weather, this also may be extended. So if you live in the area, you commute through the area, just be aware that this may be possibly extended. And another tip, weathering tips. Now, OG&E has started intermittent rolling out power outages. Some houses or areas may have already started feeling that effect. Now, do you have any tips, part of OG&E? I know they've been in contact with the city. Is there anything that you can share with us?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take this off just so you can hear me more clearly, and I will dutifully put this back on as I walk out of here. The city has been dealing with a lot, and that means you, the folks out there that are living here, working at various places. We've dealt with the pandemic. We've dealt with ice storms. We spent over $1 million cleaning up brush. We've had some unprecedented cold, well, I wouldn't say unprecedented, but the length of sub-freezing, even sub-zero weather has been remarkable. And now we add to this rolling blackouts, which is very, very interesting. I know OG&E is part of the Southwest Power Pool. They're doing all they can. They've been giving us updates and giving the public updates. We've tried to put those out on our website. The latest that I have from OG&E, from Alex Mance, our community affairs person, is that the Southwest Power Pool is at about 10:30 today, wasn't requesting any more of those. However, that could change at any time, as we've already seen. A lot of these power outages around town, like you'll have seen at the Cleveland and Garriott intersection today, at Van Buren and Randolph, those have been the the rolling 1 hour or more blackouts, I guess, if you will. So I just wanted to point out that, gosh, just when we think that the bar had been raised really, really high, we have these rolling blackouts. I do want everybody out there to know that with the hospital administrators, Krista and Kenna, I know at some city facilities like the wastewater plant, the water treatment plant, those are priorities for OG&E. So when the power goes out at those facilities, normally, those are some of the highest priority places to get back on. In this case, power is going out selectively because of this overall demand in this 14 or 17 state area. But the good news is the hospitals and certain key infrastructure should be spared. However, you've already seen the impact, some of the traffic lights, the four-way stops you'll see around town, some of the other things you were talking about, Diana. So I appreciate everybody's patience. I know OG&E is doing all they can. Certainly the city doesn't control this on power, so hang in there. I know a lot of people have had pipes freeze and such, and you know, I'm certainly sorry to hear that. I know it's difficult to get a plumber right now, but do the best you can. The sun's going to be shining. It was shining earlier today, and it's going to warm up later this week.
And another thing, if you want to touch on the snow plowing.
Yes, yes. Hey, I want to commend the folks in the city I know that live here, and also city employees, for doing a phenomenal job clearing the roads. Is every road perfect? No, not by any stretch of the imagination. But when the snow started Sunday night and we got whatever we got, 6+ inches of snow, and in drifts, you know, 1.5 feet in some places, the street crew has been working 12-hour shifts since last Monday. So they've been working a week already when we just had ice on the road, which was very, very slick. And they've been working through this, and they'll be working through whatever happens tonight and in the next several days. I commend them, and I commend the public for staying at home if they can. And most of the main roads are generally clear. Obviously, the secondary roads, there are still hazards, and on some of the local streets, there's still some drifts in places. The city's doing the very best we can to get around. You saw a picture of a snowplow. You see a picture of the routes. The city focuses on arterial streets and collector streets, so you can see, you know, Randolph, Broadway, Oakwood, Garland, Cleveland. You can see all those streets on the list. We reach out and get all those streets and clear those streets before we try to do anything else. In addition, we also do parking lots, like the one here. We may have done the one here at the communications building. We do it at admin. We cleared the service center. We even reached out as a great customer service and cleared part of the Oakwood Mall parking lot, the part where they're giving vaccinations, because that's a public benefit and a service. So bear with us. If you do have an issue that you think needs some attention, please call in or reach out to us on C-Click-Fix. But rest assured, street crews are working around the clock on 12-hour shifts, and I'm very proud of what they're doing, and I hope that you've seen what they've been doing.
Thank you, Jerald, for that
You
update.
bet.
All right, another thing that is going on at the Enid Public Library is celebrating Black History Month for the month of February with an exhibition showcase of the Smithsonian Post exhibition. So now I know the roads are very icy and it's really cold outside, but it'll be throughout the month of February. So maybe when this weather is over, we can resume some activities, and maybe this is something that you might want to put on your to-do list and take your kids. Also at the public library, they are recruiting military stories and some tattoo stories. Now, Jerald, I know that you had a military career, so it may be something that would be neat for you to submit military stories, your military story at this neat showcase, specifically showcasing stories of military personnel. Now, this is not excluding any branch, so this should be really, really neat.
Yeah, I'd be glad to do that. I know Terry Ray at the library, I think, helped start that with Corey Casto, our relatively new library director. And so, yeah, please come on out to the library. And certainly today or tomorrow might not be the very best day, but you can come later when the sun's shining later this week and it warms up a bit, and share your stories with us. We'd love to put that out for the world to see.
Absolutely. All right, now we're going to jump into some department updates here at the City of Enid. First, communications department here at the communications, where you most likely see me, but there is a crew working behind the scenes, behind the camera right now. So thank you for our intern who has been working so hard. And not only did he put out a spay neuter awareness video that he filmed, that he video produced, and he edited and cross-posted across multiple social media platforms. But right now he is video producing this live. So thank you, Carvey. And right now what you see on the pictures that he's doing, he was working on footage database edits for cell tax PSAs. So we've had him working really hard. So thank you, Carvey, for all that you have done for the city of Enid. And next department is human resources. Now, human resources does a lot of work recruiting behind the scenes. Right now, they're recruiting for city clerk, and there's some details on salary and also lead lifeguard position that will be needing for the summer, and also a lifeguard position also, and a police officer. And there's some details there, but you can also go to enid.org and go under the careers tab and you get more information there. And next department is fleet management from our public works department. And here crews are replace coolant hoses on a truck in the city's fleet. So thank you guys for keeping all the trucks up and running, especially during this time where we kind of need it most. And next department in the public works is parks and recreation. Crews installing new trailer gate, lift, assist device to trailers. So thank you, Parks and Recreation, for your hard work and dedication to all the residents of Enid. I know that we do thoroughly enjoy the parks in Enid. And next department, storm, water and roadway maintenance, crews loading, sand truck, and preparation of winter storm. And I know they have definitely used this.
Yes,
they
sure have.
Lot. So thank you so much, because many of us are warm. You guys are out there in the cold, working hard, and like Jerald said, 12-hour shifts. Thank you so much for all that you do for the city and for the residents of Enid. And next department, technical services, crews replaced left turn markings on 54th Street. Thank you for these details that we don't think about and sometimes we take for granted, but they are very important, especially guiding traffic throughout the city area. Next, department solid waste service, move trash to the landfill. And this is an ongoing project that they do Monday through Friday. And so thank you, especially now with very cold temperatures. Thank you for taking care of the residents of Enid. Next department is utility maintenance, repairing service line. Now this is, I think this is probably my favorite department because, you know, rain, heat, snow, these guys are out there and getting the work done for the residents of Enid. So thank you so much for all that you guys do. And kudos to you for your dedication to the residents of Enid. And next is water production department, crews troubleshooting here. And also thanks guys, because I know you guys work closely outside when it comes to most of these repairs and troubleshooting. So thank you to the water production. And next, we're going to talk about our upcoming study session and commission meeting. So Jerald, what do you have for us for the upcoming study session?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that last slide, congratulations to the new commissioners from
right.
the various wards. Ward 3, Keith Saragusa, congrats. Whitney Roberts from Ward 4 and Scott Orr from Ward 6. I know I reached out and talked to every single one of you after last Tuesday. Again, congratulations. I look forward to working with you in the very near future. I also reached out to everybody else that ran. I know Kent Rorick ran a courageous race in Ward 3, as did Jonathan Waddell in Ward 4 and Lloyd Kaufman in Ward 4. And I know Ryan Redd and Michael Shuck in Ward 6. So it takes interested people to run and ultimately get elected and come in here and give the governance and the strategic direction and guidance that the city needs. So I look forward to that. Many good times ahead. Best is yet to come. I did want to just follow up on a couple of things, and maybe we've still got some more stuff here too, but I wanted to mention that one of the things I'll probably doing at these segments, and maybe in all of them at the end, is talking about customer service. I know that the city's focused on two things for now and for the foreseeable future: working on infrastructure and also working on improving our customer service. We know that there's many areas that we're falling short on customer service, whether it's utility services, the development process, code enforcement process, what have you. We are taking a hard look at all of these processes, and I believe that positive change is coming. It doesn't mean that anything any of us have been doing is necessarily wrong. What it means is that, to me, is that we can do better. So as part of that, one of the things that we've got coming up, and I think I might have mentioned it last time, is we're doing some training for supervisors and ultimately all employees, and we're starting out with a class on culture and what we want our culture to be. And so we're going to talk about our mission, which is fixing infrastructure and providing customer service to the municipal citizens here and residents here. And we're also talking about our values, which is accountability, stewardship, communication, integrity, and teamwork. And so all of those things come together as we approach our problem of how do we get more on infrastructure done and how do we provide better service. But I say all that because just to prime people a little bit, bear with us, have a little bit of patience with us. We will be showing improvement in many of those areas. But one of the things I wanted to mention too was many times there are great examples of customer service that's being provided by our city employees already that just may not get noticed. So I am going to want to highlight those, and I'm going to highlight one of them the best I can, actually a couple of them, the best I can right now, and it's just from recent events. I know one of them over the weekend. I've had a couple people talk to me about a Facebook post over the weekend from your favorite department, utility maintenance, who was out fixing a water leak. Can you imagine? I can't imagine it. I'm the city manager. So you sitting at home listening, can you imagine being out in -8-degree weather fixing a water leak in a hole?
Right.
That's tough stuff.
Right.
And we got tough folks here who do it. They don't complain. They show up and they go do it because it has to be done. And so while they're doing that, somebody posted that, my gosh, we're out there fixing it in some freezing weather and my dog got loose, and one of them helped me track my dog down and gave me my dog back. I probably didn't get that quote quite right, but I appreciate whoever posted that comment because that is a great example of a city employee giving outstanding A+, can't get any better customer service. We're out there in sub-freezing weather fixing a water leak so that everybody out there can be drinking water and good clean water, and we help somebody with their dog. I love it. The utility maintenance department also just a week or two before fixing a water line break. And guess when the water lines break? When it's really cold or when it's really hot? Guess what? It's really cold out there right now. Well, there was another water line break, and it was over by a beauty shop. There was a lady in the chair. She had, I don't even know what that stuff is they put in the hair, but it's doing something to it that if it doesn't get washed out soon, it's going to cause problems.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what happened? A+ customer service from guess who? City of Enid, somebody bringing in water. Did I tell them? Did anybody tell them? No, they just did it because they knew it was a great thing to do. Michael Humphreys and your team, outstanding job. Chris Stein, outstanding job. Keep it up. You are setting the bar very, very high there. So another example is what our street crew's been doing. 12 hours on and off. 12 hours. I've done that in the military, 12-hour shifts. Some of you out there working do that even now. We don't normally do that. We do that when it's required, and we do it because it's part of our job, and we do it because people need to get around the city. A+ customer service. And I got one more story just before everybody thinks that we're not giving great customer service down here at City Hall. Another great example, Oakwood Mall, where the vaccinations are, which you're going to talk about COVID in a minute. And COVID's getting a lot better here, by the way. So eventually the thing's going to be over. But what's going to help it be over is the immunizations. The immunizations are going on almost every day, but not today. It was canceled. Well, guess what? Nobody in Oakwood Mall is plowing the parking lot. So who are you going to call? City of Enid. And who's going to show up and clear it? City of Enid. Great job, street
Yeah.
department. Great job. You're helping people get vaccinated. You're helping put an end to this pandemic. I am so proud of the street department for doing that. And I'm not done with the customer service story. The county, Maggie asked us for a golf cart to help get senior citizens, because that's the group that's getting it now, 65 or older than 65, healthcare workers, first responders. Hey, let's help them get in the building. You bet. So Michael League from the golf course takes a golf cart down there, borrows a trailer probably from the Parks Department, Corey Buller. Thank you very much. Teamwork. And they go down there, and he takes it down there, and guess what? There was nobody to run the golf cart. So guess who stayed and did it? Kudos, Michael League. A+ #1 customer service there. You're helping folks get in there, get inoculated. And guess what happened? Out in the parking lot, a senior citizen had fallen down. Nobody had come to his aid. Nobody had even seen him.
Oh, man.
Who knows what would have happened to him? But guess what? City of Enid was there. Michael League, because of you, you made a difference. And so we have got a lot of areas that we're working on and we're going to get better in. But I want to make sure that part of what we're doing here and at Communications is we're going to communicate all the great things that city employees are doing that people may not even know. That senior citizen that fell in the parking lot, he knows it was the City of Enid that helped him, but nobody else does. And so well, the county does, and I appreciate what the county's doing. Maggie and her team getting these inoculations. So please, COVID's still real. I'm going to put this mask on as soon as I get done talking to you guys. But please get signed up for your vaccination. The effectiveness of the vaccination is going to be directly dependent on the number of us that go out and do this. I'm going to dutifully do it when my time comes, when my number gets called, or when you can sign up on a web page, and I didn't tell them I was going to talk about all this, or they would have had the web page up for you right now. But hey, I'm going to stop talking right now. I had it on my chest. I knew I wanted to be real with you, City of Enid. We are doing some good customer service. We do have plenty of room for improvement in a lot of areas, but I wanted to personally tell you about some of the areas that I'm aware of. And again, I appreciate the people who take the time to tell us or write it on Facebook, because it just seems like it's a lot easier to write a nasty comment about why isn't my road cleaned or something.
Right.
I appreciate so much the people that take time to recognize the good stuff that your neighbors who work for the City of Enid are doing for you. And gosh, I feel great now. What about you, Diana? Over to you now.
No, thank you for sharing with that, because that is true. You know, so many good things happen. It's just there's not a light shined on it.
You're right.
So they happen all the time. A lot of good things happen all the time, but I think it's so easier to like you said, leave a nasty comment or, but thank you for sharing with that. I did not know some of that stuff, and so it's really neat. So thank you for sharing. Now, let's jump into, you did mention some COVID numbers, but before we go into that, what is coming up with the study session?
You bet, study session. Hey, we are going to have a meeting Thursday unless something really, really strange happens. Mm-hmm. We will have a regular study session at 5 o'clock. We're going to talk about 3 things. We're going to talk about a financial update, so that we're going to tell everybody how sales tax is doing. We're approximately 3% up right now, which is incredible given this COVID environment and everything. I can't explain why, but I'm glad we are, because that's the money the city operates off to pay people to clean streets and to fix potholes and fix roads. We're also going to talk about capital improvements. Engineering is going to give a fantastic update on all the 124 projects that they are working on, which are all improvements in town. And then I'm excited to tell you, please tune in. It'll be streamed live, or you can watch it at the meeting at the Stride Center. You've heard the old saying, and I don't know who said it. Maybe you guys can research it for me. Maybe it was the old Greek philosopher Aesop. That's probably not right, so that'd be a good trivia question. Who said this? A bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush. Well, we're going to be talking about a bird in hand, specifically the Bird Scooter Company, who has reached out to the city. Main Street has worked with them before. They want to come to the city and put electric scooters in the city. And so for some people, they might say, well, so what? What's the big deal there? Well, I'll tell you why. Because when all this snow melts, these mobility devices will be positioned all over town for people to use. All you need is a cell phone and a little bit of money. And there may be some programs for people that don't have money that want to ride on this as well. And so they're intended to be micro-transportation devices to get on and drive around to where you want to get to. I frequently hear sometimes that there's not enough parking downtown. There is a lot of parking downtown, but there's not a lot right in front of where you want to go. Well, guess what? Park and get on one of these bird scooters and take it right to wherever you want to go. That'll be fantastic. I'm excited to hear the bird representative come and do a Zoom presentation to the commission. And we are going to be working, and already are working very hard, Carol, thank you very much, to make our ordinances user-friendly for these scooter devices. So very excited about that. Those will be the main events. On the regular session, there's a bunch of stuff. There's some, one of the highlights is a budget amendment for the police fund and the actual police training center that's going to be built. The bid came in, it's about $1,032,000, something like that. It was awarded, or will be awarded, to Henson Construction. And that is just, it's fantastic, some of the improvements. You'll remember the skate park got built, and where the old skate park is, that's where the new police training center will go. So anyway, there's some other stuff on the agenda. Please take a look at it. We very well may be adding a few things to it. I think there's some CDBG items that need to be on there. And then certainly we're going to be looking at this, probably an extension of the mask mandate. So those will be items of interest for you and for you to certainly attend and let your voice be heard. So I think that's what I'm aware of coming for next Thursday night. It's on a Thursday because yesterday was President's Day. So
That's right.
So we enjoyed the holiday, and now we're going to fit 5 days into 4 here at the City of Enid.
That's right, 'cause that's how we do it.
That's how we roll, yes.
All right, awesome, thank you. Now we're going to jump into some COVID numbers. So thank you for bearing with us. I know it's a lot of information packed into this live. So for Garfield County, total confirmed cases for Garfield County, 7,380. Total confirmed cases for Enid, 6,522. Total deaths for Garfield County confirmed 67 and 60 for Enid. Recovered cases in Garfield County 7,008 and recovered for the city of Enid 6,176. Now active cases for Garfield County is 305 and active cases for the city of Enid 286. So that has definitely dropped. Why don't you say that, Jerald? Now, we are also encouraging residents to sign up to get vaccinated. Now, currently, as you can see there are 4 phases, so you can kind of see where you fall, what category you fall into, but regardless, you can register now. You'll be on queue. They'll keep you your spot. So whenever your time does come and vaccinations are available, they will contact you to get that done. So if you want to touch a little bit more about it, I know that you briefly touched about it.
Yeah, I would just say I think the county's doing a fantastic job rolling out the vaccine. I believe the county has vaccinated more than 7,000 people in the county. Roughly, I think we're at about 13+%. There's been a very high participation rate from the people that are currently eligible. I do understand that educators, I believe, are going to be included in the phase 2 group starting on or around February 22nd. And I'm sure as we go, there'll be other considerations given to other groups. So I think a great effort's going on there. I noticed that there's more and more vaccine available all the time. Sheffie's, I think, had some vaccine available too. So there's other sources to go and get vaccines. But I recommend everybody go out to that Vaccinate Oklahoma website and get signed up. And I just, again, I can't thank the county enough for what they're doing. I appreciate the city folks and I appreciate the owner of Oakwood Mall donating that space for this public purpose. I think he's done a fantastic job doing that, and he certainly deserves credit. Thank you, Todd Ruth, for that. COVID is still a challenge and an issue here, but it is getting better. The numbers dropped below 300. That's the first time I've seen it below 300 in a long time. So
that's right.
I think that's probably a testament to a lot of things, and I appreciate everybody's efforts. there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I look forward to running out of that tunnel.
That's right, I agree. All right, now the website where you can go register to get vaccinated is vaccinate.oklahoma.gov. And also the city of Enid Enid Transit is offering free rides to get your vaccination done. So reach out, and I know today Enid Transit was closed, but vaccination was halted for today too because of the inclement weather, but it should be up and running tomorrow. And I did talk to Ray Johnson, and she did estimate about 800 vaccinations per day.
Wow, that's fantastic.
That's a pretty big number. So way to go, Enid.
Yeah, that'd be like 4,000 a week if I'm doing my math. Hey, for you engineers out there, check my math. 4,000 a week, so.
Good number, good number. All right, so any closing comments before?
Yes, of course you knew on a day like today I'd have some closing comments. Hey, what I want to say is on those values I talked about, the city employees, as we work on those things, teamwork is one that sticks in my mind right now. I think we're clearly I believe we're working together as a team, but I believe we can do even better and do more. And that team approach is not just going to be inside the city of Enid, it's going to include you out there watching. You are on the team. We're all on the team. We're all on the same team. Go Enid! We're on the same team. So we're going to be doing everything we can to bring us together and keep us on the same team. Please, if you have any suggestions for improvement, thoughts or ideas, please, you can send them to me. You can send them to Scott Morris. I'm sure our emails will pop up, or you can go to the website, jgilbert@enid.org, smorris@enid.org, 616-7245, 616-7244, I think, for Scott. Well, looky there. Hey, it's magic. So good job. Thank you. And also, please, the people that take the extra time to write something positive that's happened, I thank you. If I knew you, I'd shake your hand, if we could shake hands now. And thank you. Keep on doing that. A little bit of encouragement, just a little bit, helps us. And it helps spur us on to be even better. So thank you very much, Enid. You're on the team. We're on the team. We look forward to winning. The best is yet to come.
Thank you for watching, and same time on next Monday at 1:30 for your next city update. And stay warm and stay safe, guys. Thank you.